All right, so welcome to a digital version of Tech Tuesday. Today I'm going to demo the site Tackk. In particular, I'd recommend you go to the education site. So Tackk is a great resource. This is sort of a digital presentation tool. If you've ever seen or used a Glogster, it's sort of like that. But I would say it's better and it's cheaper. So one, you can scroll down and kind of get some ideas about what a Tackk is if you go to the website. But I'm going to go ahead and just sign right in. And I already created an account, so this should work just fine, hopefully. Okay, and so I'm going to start creating. And so they have multiple different options here, which is a really helpful thing. And so let's say I'm going to create a presentation for my students. And so there's all these different sort of formats and types. I'm just going to stick with what they have for us here. And so I'll show you a couple different features. So one, obviously, right, you can just type in the text. And so I'll just type in President Trump and gather some other resources, and I'll be back in a second. All right, so here I stole some text from Wikipedia, and so I'm just going to go ahead and toss that in. And so one, that's as easy as and so if I wanted to change the background, let's find a Republican red. There we go. And so also, right, I can change the font. So if I want this to look, I don't know, more presidential, right? I don't know what that would even look like, but we'll say that. And so you can continue to kind of add photos. I'm going to go and find one of those real quickly. So here are some other features. So I'm just going to add a photo. And so one, you can search it, right? I just found a picture of President Trump. Here we go. So we'll upload that, but you can go from a URL, and so now done, right? And so we got, I don't know, 45th president. And so we got some more details. I'm going to go and find some more content. Okay, so I found some other content. Whether you agree with it or not, it's just what was on Wikipedia. And so this is about his campaign rhetoric. And so then I'm going to find some other materials and be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead of this TED Talk video is I went up here to the gear, and I'm going to edit, and I'm going to paste in the inauguration speech of the president, and it's going to find it. There we go, and we're going to hit done. And so now I just wanted to show you a couple other tools. One, there's some formatting, right? Headlines are these places right here. I spelled that. So text, right, is as simple as it sounds. Photos, video, audio clips. So if you wanted to play something that President Trump has said, a button, so that if you click on this, it could send you to a link such as whitehouse.gov, and then it just takes you right there, right? So additionally, after that, there could be a map. So that could be kind of useful. Selling stuff is not really, but you could have a form where students put in some sort of information, and then just an additional media piece. I'll show you a couple of those once I get some more content. So I looked up quickly that King County voted for Trump. For 91% of people in that county voted for President Trump, and so you could use that as a way to engage your students, and you can maybe look what about King County makes that a county that really would support President Trump in his election bid. And the last bit is I clicked the media option. And so here are multiple ways so you can insert a Tackk in a Tackk or a Twitter. And so if we wanted to do that, we could just pull up Donald Trump's Twitter. And so we're going to embed. So there we go, right? Fox News about POTUS on Twitter. So there's a variety of stuff that you could choose to do. And then all you would do is click Publish. And we'll wait for this to be done, but simply you can just copy this, right? And you could paste it right in a Schoology or a Word doc or wherever you want your students if you wanted to embed it in a website. And then I don't know what particular use a lot of these might have for you, but you could send an email out to your students. So this is an example of a Tackk. So you see how quickly and hopefully easily it is to create. And this is a really good tool, I think, to curate resources for students to create, to present. So hopefully you learned some stuff. At this point, what I'm going to ask you to do is to create one yourself or have some students create some and then upload that to get some credit for Tech Tuesday.